Both NATO and the European Union have both just completely and totally capitulated to every single one of President Trump's negotiation demands, and no, I'm not joking. You see, as many of you know, for decades now, the United States has been single-handedly bankrolling Europe's defense, while their so-called leaders have been laughing all the way to the bank, exploiting our generosity. But folks, President Trump just put an end to that nonsense, and I'll tell you what, right now, the globalists are absolutely losing their minds. For generations now, the United States has been stuck footing a whopping 2/3 of NATO's entire defense budget, even though there are 32 member countries in NATO who are supposed to help share that load. The truth is, because our American economy is so massive, and because we have always generously shelled out way more than our agreed upon 2% of our GDP, hovering always closer to around 3.5%, we have been effectively subsidizing Europe's safety while they skip out on their promises. But check this out. President Trump just went over to Europe and attended this NATO summit to tell them that the free ride is over, demanding that they ramp up their defense spending to 5% of their GDP, and guess what? They actually listened. In fact, I want you all to take a look at what President Trump himself had to say about all of this. Let it play.
I briefed leaders on the current state of play in our trade talks with the United States. President Trump and I had a good discussion at the G7 summit in Canada. Back then, we agreed to speed up the work with a clear goal, an agreement before the 9th of July. Today, we received the latest US document for further negotiations. We are assessing it as we speak right now. So our message today is clear. We are ready for a deal.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. President Trump flew all the way over to Europe to lay down the law, and now the European NATO leaders are bending over backwards to meet every single one of his demands. And I'll tell you what, here's the reality. President Trump has just exposed decades of Europe's shameful reliance on American defense spending, ending an era of unbalanced burden sharing that has been ripping off American taxpayers